Welcome back to the channel. We got ourselves another 2024 NFL mock draft. Uh, Post Super Bowl, so we officially have the full draft order of the teams. Chicago, by the looks of it right now, is going to be sitting with Caleb Williams. Um, by the talks around, Justin Fields is going to be on the block, or there also has been talks of them keeping him around, but then again, I don't see them keeping that and picking up option maybe. I just see them trying to get as much value now as possible because he just had a pretty good year. So they could get some pretty good return on him. Teams that could go after him: Commanders, Patriots, Giants, maybe the Titans, maybe the Falcons, maybe 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 the Vikings, maybe the Broncos, maybe the Raiders, maybe the Saints, maybe the Seahawks. Honestly, they could be a player. With Geno's contract, if they got rid of him, they'd save some money. But I think they had to do that within a certain time span. Steelers could be another team. Uh, Bucks could very well be a team. There's a couple teams that can make a move for Justin Fields, and so that just sticks to the Bears at number one, taking Caleb Williams, the prototypical number one. Could very well be Drake May too, but by the looks of it right now, it's probably gonna be Caleb. And then here, I was thinking about it, and very well the Commanders could trade like 2 second round picks for Justin Fields, and then stick and pick here with Marvin Harrison. Pair those two up, two Ohio State kids. But we're gonna go with we are gonna go with Mr. We're gonna go Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels to the Commanders at 2, and then Drake May to the Patriots at 3. Marvin Harrison to the Cardinals. Those 4 picks right there, we're just gonna lock up. Here's where they could very well make a move on Brock Bowers. That seems to be the prototypical choice there. Malik Neighbors, but I mean, I still think they're not mad about. Obviously, Quentin Johnson didn't play very well, but he's a rookie. He's got time to develop. Got time to move, do some things. Well, we're gonna stick with Brock Bowers. I mean, Donald Parham Jr. He's tall. He had a decent year last year, but um, he's definitely not their answer. So maybe getting a guy like Brock Bowers in the building that just upgrades that tight end position fully, and I think that's a good pick for them. Here for the Giants, Danny Dimes. They just signed him. I think they're probably gonna ride out that contract, see if he can turn it around this year, maybe. So I could definitely see Neighbors going here. I could definitely see a couple other players going, but I think we're gonna take Neighbors off the board here. Titans. They just got Skoronski last year. The O line has been a struggle for them in recent years. Joe Alt. Right now, we're just kind of flying off the board here, getting the prototypical line players that are coming off the board. And then here for the Falcons, I think we're gonna go with Mr. Dallas Turner, edge rusher from Atlanta. And then the Bears are back on the clock. With them taking Caleb Williams in the first, they could go after a receiver. They got DJ Moore. They got a couple other semi good receivers. They got Cole Komet. I'm gonna say tackle here, and it's either gonna be Fuaga or Fashanu. And I think Fashanu is gonna be the choice here. Him and Wright could pair up very well together on them tackles. For the Jets, the JET Jets. We are gonna go with Byron Murphy. It's either gonna be Byron Murphy or potentially a receiver, but I got Garrett Wilson. They got a couple other guys, but I could see them making a move on Rome. And I think that might be where we actually lean to. Byron Murphy's very good, but they do have Williams. Let's take Rome Medusa. They get another receiver similar to Garrett Wilson in the building. Here, we're going to go with. It's a tough spot here. I think we're gonna take Mr. Byron Murphy or Quinion Mitchell. We're gonna go Murphy. Um, Broncos. let's go with it. Bo Nix. And then the Raiders. Let's go with J.J. McCarthy. Quarterbacks go off a little bit there. Saints then stick pick. They'll take the best available, Cooper DeJean. But then again, there's also some other guys in play, like maybe getting J.C. Latham. Amarius Mims, young guy, needs development. Graham Barton could be a pick here. Uh, but let's get a. Uh, actually, I do really like that. J.C. Latham coming off the board here to them. Let's go Latham. And then the Colts with Kenny Moore probably leaving. Uh, Cooper DeJean goes to the Colts there. Iowa kid, not too far away from Indy. Seahawks. The Seahawks will take Jared Verse. Get that edge threat they need. They've been very good drafts in the past couple years, and I think Jared Verse will be a huge pick at 16 there. And then Nate Wiggins finally comes off the board at 17. And as you guys can see, I have Quinion Mitchell falling a little bit from the last mock draft I had. I think I had him going top 10. It might have been to the Jets. I forget who I had him going to. But then the Bengals here, they got to get some edge protection for Joe Burrow. They got to get some protection. And I think Graham Barton. Graham Barton comes off the board at 18 to the Bengals. Yes, there's some guys sticking around here. But here, they lost Ramsey last year. I could see this being a spot where they take either Latu or Mitchell or Arnold or Kool-Aid. Kool-Aid could make some push here. But we're going to go Arnold. I think people take into account that Mitchell's from Toledo, but also, I don't know, so Steelers, see them definitely sticking again, and I think I took him in the last one, but I think we're gonna stick with what we took last time and Jackson Powers Johnson. Grade that interior offensive line. I think potentially if they don't go after someone this offseason, they're gonna try building around Kenny and trying to